Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a mystery we've pretty much all faced at some point. Why on earth does the drain smell so incredibly bad, and more importantly, how do we fix it? It's gross, it's frustrating, but the good news is it's completely fixable once you understand what's actually happening down there. So let's roll up our sleeves, break down the source material, and solve this case.
You know the feeling. You're just trying to brush your teeth and suddenly, bam, you're hit with this foul, swampy odor. It literally hits you out of nowhere. You're probably standing there wrinkling your nose, wondering, what exactly is rotting down on my plumbing right now? Is it something I poured down there? Is the pipe broken? Well, today we are going to demystify exactly what that smell is and equip you with the knowledge to banish it for good.
Here's our game plan for today. We'll start with this smelly drain mystery, meet the usual suspects, walk through 5 steps to fix it, figure out when it's time for calling for backup, and finally, look at preventing future odors. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Smelly Drain Mystery. It's time to investigate the scene of the crime. Okay, let's establish the facts here. This odor, it's not just a minor nuisance that you can ignore or cover up with a fancy scented candle. It's actually a diagnostic clue. Our sources make it very clear that when you smell this swampy stench, it generally points to one of two things. Either you've got organic waste actively breaking down and rotting right inside the drain line itself, or, and this is the one that really creeps people out, dangerous sewer gas is actually escaping your plumbing system and sneaking right into your home. Moving on to Section 2. Meet the usual suspects. Who exactly is responsible for this foul odor? To really crack this case, we need a suspect lineup, because how you fix this depends entirely on who is causing the stink. First up, we've got food, hair, and soap scum. These guys usually hang out in showers and sinks, clogging up the flow so the waste just sits there and rots. Next is the kitchen's heavy hitter, grease and cooking oil. These literally coat the inner pipes and trap every piece of passing debris like a sticky trap. Then you've got partial clogs in any drain, trapping foul, stagnant water. And finally, the notorious dry or leaking P-trap, which typically strikes in guest baths or vacation homes where the water just doesn't run that often.
Now you might be wondering, what the heck is a P-trap anyway? Well, it's simply that curved section of pipe you see under the sink, and that curve is absolutely crucial. It's designed to hold a small pool of water, which acts as a literal, physical barrier, blocking sewer gases from rising back up into your house. If you haven't used a bathroom recently, that water just evaporates. Once the water's gone, the barrier's gone, and boom, city sewer smells right in your face. Oh, and tiny leaks can drain that water out too, causing the exact same smelly issue.
Section 3. 5 steps to fix it. This is your safe DIY guide to clearing out that stench.
Now that we know who we're dealing with, let's walk through 5 practical steps to eliminate the smell yourself. We're going to tackle this systematically, moving from the easiest, least invasive fixes right up to physically unclogging and checking the hardware.
For step 1, you've got to get a little hands-on. Throw on a rubber glove, pop off the drain cover, and physically pull out any gunk or hair you can reach. If you're at the kitchen sink, grab a paper towel and wipe away any visible grease. Once that's clear, we move to step 2. Run very hot water down the drain for a good few minutes. Think of this as a quick diagnostic test. If the smell goes away and stays away, awesome, you just washed out some surface buildup. But if the odor bounces right back, it tells you that the buildup is farther down the line and we need to escalate our response. So, if the hot water didn't cut it, step 3 is an enzyme cleaner. Now pay close attention here, because our sources highly recommend enzyme cleaners over harsh chemicals. Why? Well, enzymes safely digest organic material, like that nasty hair and grease, over a few hours or overnight, without destroying your plumbing. Harsh chemicals, on the other hand? Yeah, not a great idea. They can severely damage your pipes over time. So skip the caustic stuff. A gentle, targeted approach is always going to be safer for your home. Okay, but what if you actually see standing water, or the enzymes didn't do the trick? Step 4 is to get physical. Grab a standard plunger to dislodge partial blockages. Or even better, our sources note that using a manual drain snake is way more effective than blindly pouring liquids down the drain. Finally, step 5 is addressing that P-trap we talked about earlier. If the smell is in an unused bathroom, literally just turn the faucet on for a few seconds. That refills the water barrier. While you're at it, peek under the sink and check for any wetness, because if there's a leak, that trap is just going to drain dry all over again.
Section 4. Calling for backup. Sometimes the job just requires a licensed professional.
Look, sometimes the DIY route hits a wall. You've cleaned it, treated it, snaked it, and the smell is still lurking. That's when you call for backup. You really want to bring in a licensed plumber if you're seeing persistent odors or slow draining. But definitely pay attention to the big red flags here. Hearing weird gurgling sounds from the drain, multiple fixtures smelling bad at the same time, or any noticeable water damage. If you've got those going on, you're likely looking at a deeper mainline blockage or a severe venting issue, and frankly, a bottle of enzyme cleaner isn't going to fix that.
So, what exactly is a professional plumber going to do that you couldn't? Well, they come equipped with some heavy-duty diagnostic gear. They can physically verify that your traps are intact, check for hidden leaks, and inspect the entire venting system to make sure sewer gases are actually escaping out the roof like they're supposed to. Plus, for those super stubborn kitchen blockages, they have specialized tools to safely clear out hardened grease deep in the main line that a flimsy hand snake simply won't touch.
Which brings us to Section 5, preventing future odors. Let's secure the perimeter of your plumbing. Once the drain is finally clear and smelling fresh again, we want to make sure that swampy odor never comes back. It's all about establishing a few simple habits. First up, never, and I mean never, pour grease or cooking oil down the drain. Just wipe it into the trash. Second, get a cheap little strainer for your drains. It catches hair and food before they ever enter the pipe. Third, make it a habit to flush your drains regularly with hot water just to keep things moving. And finally, throw in a proactive enzyme treatment every now and then to literally eat away any organic buildup before you even notice a smell.
By understanding the root causes, whether that's organic buildup, cooking grease, a dry P-trap, or a venting issue, you now have the exact blueprint to eliminate these foul odors entirely. You've got the tools, the knowledge, and you know exactly when to call in the pros. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a moment today, look at your own sinks, and wonder what exactly might be hiding in your drain right now. Have a great day and keep those pipes clean.